the Gamesters of Triskelion. This is an original Star Trek series episode in season 2. I'm continuing my review of all the classic original Star Treks, including the animated series, which is awesome, including all the movies, which kind of like them all. But yeah, so let's talk about this using my space system. It works perfectly for Star Trek. Story, pacing, artistry, characters, enjoyment. Each category gets a score between 0 and 2. I'm going to give the storyline a 1. So if I give it a 0, that's bad. 1 is good. 2 is amazing, mind blown. I mean, you can do 0.5s as well. I'm going to give it a 1. You know, it's kind of neat. Like, so Chekhov, Uhura, and of course, Captain Kirk, they go to beam down on this planet and they disappear. Right away, great line by Scotty, who calls Spock up. He's like, Spock, they've disappeared. And Spock's like, I assume you mean in an unexpected way. Not in the expected way of they got transported. He's like, no. Scott's like, no, I didn't call you to tell them that they transported. That was funny. So they land on this planet and they're basically forced to fight in these gladiator combat things for these 3 brain aliens. The aliens are neat. So it checks some of the boxes, which is alien planet, you got an alien race, kind of a neat idea. That's kind of where it ends. The rest of it is them trying to find. So Spock is trying to find them. They've been transported way across the galaxy, and then the others got to survive and make it through the gladiator games and whatever. I'm going to address the elephant in the room. I've blocked this out of my mind. And actually, if you guys, for the Star Trek fans out there, please tell me in the comment. Like normally I say, oh, comment and all that, but like I'm actually don't know this. Was Uhura like fully assaulted in this? Because I don't like that if that is what happened. I don't think that's what happened. I think there's a part where each combatant, so like the crew here, Chekhov, Uhura, and Kirk, have like a companion or a mate, sort of like a couple, and then this guy comes and he's like, I've been selected for you. And we just see shadows, and it looks like he's trying to assault her. But then it cuts away to commercial break, which would have been, like, I'm watching this on Blu-ray, so there's no commercial break for me, but it fades. So you're like, well, that would have been a commercial. And they come back, and she's like, I rejected him. It's just shot weird. Like, I can't tell did he go through with it, or did she reject him and then he stopped? If he rejected him, if she rejected him and then he stopped, that's fine, right? I mean, it's not fine, but it's like he tried. They're aliens and they're under control. It's not like this guy, he's under control by these crazy aliens. But that's pretty messed up. Now, I've seen these about 4 or 5 times, and I don't remember that at all. I must have blocked it out of my mind. But that is a bit disturbing but I don't think so. I just can't see that being the case for the time period of that show, for that to have happened in like the 60s or whatever. That would have been very weird. So I don't think that happened. So I'll stick with my 1 on that. There's not much else going on. But like, it's still cool. The story's fine. I'm giving it a 1. Pacing, I'm going to give the pacing a 1.5. I actually wasn't bored, and I was interested in what was going on. I was like, ooh, are they going to get out of this? How are they going to, how is Spock going to find them? They find this kind of trail that they follow. I'll get to the characters, but the pacing's fine. I wasn't bored. Looks good. Artistry, I'm going to give it a 2 out of 2. I do like to remind you that I am watching the upgraded versions. So everything looks good. The planet looks awesome. Both planets that they fly around. I like the set. I like the caves, the cages. They look really good. Music's good. I like the arena setup where Kirk has to fight those 3 guys at once, and they've got like the little yellow kind of outlines, and he can only stay within the outlines, and then the others can go on those green patches. I like that. They put a little bit more thought. The weapons were neat. Costumes were kind of cool. You have Lady Gaga in this movie. She has not aged at all. She looks pretty good for her age. And she's got the big green hair and everything like that. And the aliens look cool. I like seeing the different kinds of aliens here are really neat. For characters, I'm going to give it a 1. Lady Gaga was fine. It's not Lady Gaga, I know. Is there going to be someone in the comments who literally types in that's not Lady Gaga? Please. But it's exactly her. She's fine. She's fine. I liked her. She's cute. But the other characters were good. I like the characters. So I didn't give it a full 2 because I felt that like Scotty and McCoy were just trying to be difficult just to be difficult in this one. Like it's like, well, why are we leaving here? He's like, we searched. Well, we should search again. It's like, but we searched thoroughly with sensors. We can't find them. The only clue we have is this little thing that we can follow. It probably is that. Well, I don't think so. And then he's like, gentlemen, is this a mutiny? Like, what's going on here? I felt like they're being argumentative just to make the thing work. Like it's like there has to be some drama going on with the ship, as opposed to like, okay, well, let's go search them, because if that's not happening, then you're just like, well, what? They're going to cut to Spock and be like, we're searching, cut back to Kirk, we're fighting, cut back to the thing. So I still love the characters. Obviously, Spock, like Kirk, like they're some of my favorite characters of all time. So I just felt in this one, it's just like I felt that they were just being argumentative just to be argumentative, not to actually give actual good points. Like, yeah, we searched, that's it, right? Enjoyment factor, I'm gonna give it a 1.5. I kind of like this episode anyways, even though I just gave it a couple of problems. As long as that Uhura thing, because if I don't think so, well, I don't know if I'm gonna pretend. I'm gonna just act like that didn't happen. It looked like she rejected him, and then that was it. Because that would have been really disturbing to have happen. But I still kind of like this one with the gladiator thing. I like seeing the other aliens and fighting. It's neat. They've got the collars. The 3 brain aliens are pretty neat looking. They're unique. They seem kind of cool. So yeah, I like this one. I'm giving it a 7 out of 10. It's not going to it's not going to blow your mind or anything like that, but it's a solid episode. It's fun. It's okay. That's it. If you like my space system, please like the video, consider subscribing. Check out Saturday Night Star Trek on Clobberin Time's channel. The link to his channel is in this video's description. Every Saturday night, they cover 4 episodes, and they really cover them, like, in depth. So make sure you're checking them out every Saturday night. That is everybody. Thank you for watching. Until next time.